Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast, which is basically Kingdom, Youth, and Spirit Culture, where we are going to be discussing matters of life, ranging from training, coaching, your spiritual life, your spiritual growth. We'll also be engaging in sporting activities. There's so many things that we're going to be exploring, and beautiful and interesting conversations we're going to be having with people. So this podcast basically is to help the youth gain a holistic understanding of Christ, and as well as their spiritual growth, as well as a holistic understanding of their purpose in life. So today we have our guest for the show, Miss Mildred. Thank you so much for coming to the show.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah, amazing.
And I'm your host, and you can call me Mac. Just Mac. So today we are here with Sister Mildred, and it's at the mic, her perspective. So we just want to hear about Mildred. Who are you? Where do you come from? What is Mildred's life?
Okay. Thank you so much, ladies, for having me here at the podcast. So, as they have introduced myself already, my name is Mildred. So, basically, I'm here to talk about my life story. Especially, I want to base on the part of pain, the life of pain, being a Christian, and how it's affected your spiritual life together as the physical aspect of it. So, guys, Mildred is just a young girl that was raised by a woman. She's a girl that was abandoned, I can say, by her father a long time ago. We can say almost 3 years ago.
Wow.
So she's a girl that once lived a tough life, full of depression, anxiety, some of the things that you guys will be thinking, okay, how can I even go through this? But she's a girl that was like, okay, fine. Still, with all those pains, there's something that I can do. There's something that I can do to actually show others the way. But still, it wasn't an easy journey. It was very tough, because just imagine when you trust someone that you call a father, who is very close to you, someone you feel like, okay, this is the love of my life. That's what my dad meant to me. And after everything that happened, I was like, okay, fine. I had the other different side of life where I would be like, okay, fine. Am I going to love anyone else? Especially a man figure.
Yeah.
When my own father has done this to me, or whatever that he has done. So guys, Mildred is a girl nowadays that, like, she's always smiling, she's always laughing, so that some of the people, you might see it as if everything's okay in her life. You might feel like, okay, she comes from a well-stable family, she comes from a family, like well-managed, because some of the people, like, they see the other side view of me, which is wrong. They don't know the actual Mildred, who she is.
Right.
They don't know the pain that I went through to be here today. Some of the times I smile because I don't want people to see that I'm weak.
Yeah.
I don't want to show people my emotions. I don't want to show people my pain. But it's very important to voice out. Sometimes you just have to tell people about your life. You just have to help other people. Let people hear your story so that they can define you, the actual you, who you are, definitely. So, I lost, my dad abandoned us, I think 3 years ago. I think I was 18 years old in 2023, and I was about to come to India, and everything was just traumatic. He just disappeared without any notice of where he was going to. And just imagine, we're a family of 3, and my mom by that time, she's a lawyer. Anyway, so what happened is that my dad just left without letting anyone know what was happening. Like, he just disappeared all of a sudden. We never knew where he went to. So what happened is that when he left us, he did not left any notice of, okay, fine, this is what is happening, this is what made me to leave you guys, what should you guys do with your life now that I'm no longer there for you. Which is, in my whole life, I trusted my dad more than my mom, to be honest. I was very close to my dad to such an extent that some of the things I would share with my dad instead of my mom. So I felt betrayed. Like, I started to see my father as an enemy in my life. So there's a time, even there's a time I was supposed to be coming to India. Then my dad had to withdraw all the savings account, like, for my education and everything. But that time I felt like, okay, it's over. Like, my life is just over. I no longer have dreams. I was now confused of who I am. Even, like, spiritually, I could feel like, if I'm disturbed, why should I pray? Okay, God, I've been praying. I'm a lady that used to love climbing mountains a lot. Then I was like, okay, I have been praying, but why have you forsaken me at this extent? Like at this point of time, why? So I had so many questions, and I had to draw back. Because I had so many questions that I wanted to ask my dad, but he was not there to answer all those questions. And after seeing the pain of a woman now raising 3 children, first when my older brother was doing his master's by that time, I have to start my university. I have a little brother. He was at a private school. Now the question was, who is going to drop? And who is going to fund? And who is going to continue? That was now the war story, because I was now left with one parent who was now standing as a dad. He was standing as a mom. So what happened is that my mom was like, okay, your older brother has to finish his master's. You also have to go to university. I cannot stop you. Okay, what can we do? So I grew up in South Africa. So my mom was like, okay, fine. At least we have public schools where you don't pay fees and whatsoever. So let's just take your little brother to that public school. But now for him, he was like, okay, all of you went to private schools. Why me? That was now the whole struggle. So from that time, I was like, okay, since I haven't started my studies, let me just sit. Let me just sit, so that at least we find a way out. Because I was now having that mental, okay, fine, I'm a girl. I no longer knew what I wanted to be. My world dream was shattered. I didn't even know where I'm going. I didn't have any direction. Because by that time, I wanted to be in Canada, but things just turned around. Everything just turned around, and I didn't know what to do. You know, guys, being a girl in the family is just something else. Obviously, there were people who were like, okay, fine, she doesn't have to go. At least she's a girl. She can just get married. Then that's over for her. So now I was having this pain of losing a father. Not knowing who a father is. Seeing my mom cry every single day. Not having answers of the questions that we were asking her. Like, because we were now forcing her, okay, fine, maybe there's something that you did. Maybe there's something that you're not telling us. To be honest with you, those questions came to me, and I was like, maybe my father, maybe something came up to him, like he was told that we are not his kids. Maybe that's the reason why he left. So we are having so many questions. We are like what we want. We are. So from then, guys, my journey to India, I had to come to India. There was no other way, like just coming to India, because at the same time, only to find out after a week after my dad disappeared, some of the people just came to our house claiming that they are looking for my dad, and we are in a foreign country. Bear in mind, they were saying that our dad owes them almost 70,000 rands. That's almost I think 1,700 something dollars. And by that time, I would think, okay, fine, with the kind of job that my dad was having, what was that money for? Because that was equivalent to his salary per month. And I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, they went the first day, the second day they came back again. Then they were like, when you borrow this money, his aim was, I want to send my daughter to school. She's going for medicine. And my question was like, he never spent any money on me. Then what is this whole story coming up? And now my mom's fear was, we are in a foreign country, anything can just happen, and we definitely know how SA is. Anytime you can just be killed, and anything can happen to a girl child. You can exactly, you're not safe. So my mom had to take a tough decision to send me to Zimbabwe. Bear in mind, I've never stayed in Zimbabwe in my whole life. Now I just have to go to Zimbabwe because there's something that I'm running away from. Because the people are now, okay, fine, if we don't find your dad, at least we know that he was saying he's investing for you. And we definitely know that you have finished your matric. So you have the money. There's no way. And they knew how much my dad loved me. So they were having that mindset, okay, fine.
So those people were close to you and your family?
They were not, and
but
they were even South Africans. They were not even Zimbabweans. They were just the people that we know around. That okay, fine, those people work there. We are just neighbors and everything. So they they were threatening my mom that okay, fine, we're going to burn this house down. If we don't get our money, you have to refer your husband to where he is. You know, by that time I was like, God, can you just take my mom's pain? I just want to carry it. Since it has already started with me, and I'm the one that is, I'm used to it, let the pain just be on me alone. I had to share. I had that mindset. Okay, fine. I have to do something for my brother.
Yeah.
If no one gives up for others to move forward, then who's going to do it? And I'm the only child in between. So I was like, okay, fine. Let me just give up on my dreams, so that for my brothers at least, let them do something with their lives. And that mindset of, okay, fine, I'm a girl, I'm going to get married one day. So let me just...
Can you ever get used to it?
That's now a tough question, because let me show you that honestly, there's a time in my life where I was like, I'm used to pain. Even if something happens in my life, I was like, you know what?
But does it ever
I'm
get
used.
old?
It doesn't.
It
doesn't get old. Because for me, definitely, when I came here now, okay, let's just fast forward the story. When I came here to India, I was sick. I was still a fresher at that time. It was around October. I got sick, and I only found out that I had abdominal cyst. And it was now worse, because the doctors were now saying that, okay, fine, your ovaries, like, there's no organ in your body that is now still on the position. They are all displaced. I was bleeding internally. And just imagine, I just got here. And for me to get here, my mom had to save one of the stands for me to be here.
So that is the sacrifice of the sacrifice.
Yeah. So now the question is like, okay, fine. She's already fighting for 3 lives of 3 people. And now I'm sick. And now on the other side, the relatives are asking questions like, what's going on? We want to know where our brother is. And the toughest part is, I never grew up knowing my father's family. They just showed up after hearing that, okay, fine, he disappeared, and now they have questions and they want us to answer them.
More like he kidnapped their child.
And they were not aware of us being their relatives and everything. So now that was very tough for her, because when I got sick, then I was told that I need to undergo surgery, but it's going to be a major one. I think 2 days before the surgery, I was told that no, we cannot operate you, because this is a major one. Your operation should be here. And I had a cousin that was in Chandigarh. They denied for her to sign the papers, because they were like, we need your physical parent here. Then I was like, God, why me? Because some of the students, they are facing these challenges, but still they're getting their operations here in India. Why do I have to go back home? Like, they denied everything. And then I was being told that I don't have to move around. I was bleeding internally. I don't have to take height. I don't, like, anything that has to do with heights was now my enemy. Even climbing the stairs at my PG, I wasn't supposed to climb any stairs. Now I had to take a tough decision that, okay, God, if you are the same God that brought me to India, you are going to be the same God that is going to take me back home.
Definitely.
And by that time, I had the mindset that, you know what, I just want to die in my mom's hands. And Lord, don't let me perish in front of me. That was now my prayer. So I had to take a tough decision. I had to travel alone to SA. And when I was in Qatar, I had 1 hour layover. My flight was delayed with 8 hours.
You were alone?
I was alone.
Sick.
And I was now bleeding. Like, I was now bleeding. Even if I cough, it was live. I was now having blur pictures. I wasn't seeing clearly. And you actually know, when I was about to enter into the aeroplane, they were asking me that, are you pregnant? And I said no. Because my stomach had blasted like a 7 months pregnant girl. I used to wear those big t-shirts. I used to wear hoodies at the campus, because I didn't want anyone to see it. But when it started to happen, I had the mindset, okay, God, I think this is the structure that you want me to have. So I was like, it's fine. I'll take it. There's no problem. So when I got home, that's when I just realized that, okay, fine. The abdominal cyst it damaged me a lot. It had damaged me, to be honest with you guys. It had damaged me because I had to undergo through surgery. After undergoing through surgery, that's when I discovered, I already had cancer stage 1 on the left of our side.
And on top of that situation,
I want you to understand that this whole thing happens in a 1 month.
How do you take it in? Like, how do you take it in?
You know, I learned to accept. I learned to accept the situation that is at hand. Find a solution how to deal with it.
Can we say your coping mechanism was just acceptance?
No. You know, at first, when they operated me, we were not aware that I had cancer. That's the first thing. They only discovered this after the surgery,
Okay.
then they were like, okay, fine, you are now having cancer stage 1, and there was nothing that we could do. We couldn't even tell your parents because they are not allowed to be in the theater. So we had to take our own decision. Yes. And the decision that we had there was just to remove the whole ovarian side. Like, I don't understand, guys. And now, just imagine you are a woman, right? You are a lady.
An ovary is taken out.
And an ovary is taken out, and you have a dream of becoming a mom.
Of course.
And you want
Every woman's dream.
You want to be a mom.
Right.
You have a dream of having your own kids.
My goodness. And they want to take the only source
Exactly.
to that.
So now my question was, okay, Lord. Yeah. So now my question was like, okay. It's very tough because now my question was like, okay, God. When I went for the checkup, that's when they told me that, this is what happened. We have removed the left ovarian side. You are now left with one. And for now, we are not sure if you're still fertile or you're infertile.
Oh my
With
goodness.
that one
On
ovarian side,
top
like,
of that situation.
you know, I was like, God,
Okay.
why is it everything that has to do with my life just has to be complicated? Like, there's always a condition. Like, there's nothing in my life, guys, that just comes smoothly. I have to fight for everything.
I love that.
I have to fight for everything. Even, you know, I was even laughing when I was there.
Yeah.
There's a time my mom used to send money through the money transfers and was like, you know, they could take a man
just to get your
My
money.
goodness.
just to get me money. And there's no valid reason that they have.
You know, I really admire your strength and the way you have handled these challenges that you've been going through. Like, for example, having your cyst taken out, like the ovary, right? And then you're left with the other, and you still have that hope that something, that, oh God, I believe that you can take me
You
back
just keep
home.
pushing.
Yeah,
You just keep
that's the
going.
thing. Yeah.
But I have a question. So, that a girl
Yeah.
from the age of 18,
God.
pain after pain, came to a parent and
Yeah.
it's pain.
Right.
But then, I know you. Let me like I don't know you. I know you. But how, I'm only shocked, how do you push
Yeah.
spirituality and the pain that you're carrying? How do you manage
Where
it?
do you draw your strength?
Exactly.
Okay,
Because
so
you can never say media slided back. You cannot see that.
Yeah.
okay, so firstly, guys, I want you to understand that I come from a different background.
Okay.
My dad was an elder. They mind. He was an elder, despite everything that happened. So, I had this woman that I admired the most, who was my mother advisor. So she took me as a golden daughter to her. So most of the times I used to spend most of my time with her, and it was prayer after prayer. So the only thing that she used to tell me was, even if I was sick, you only used to send me a song that says, "Be still and know that I'm God."
Yeah.
That was the only thing that you could send. And by that time, it was no longer praying that God saved me.
Yeah.
No, those words, I was no longer having those words.
Okay.
My prayer was like, Lord, you know what? Let your will be done. I am tired, but let it be done. I just want this to pass. It's either I'm going to survive or not, but I am now leaving this matter into your hands. Whatever you're going to do, I don't know about it. So I want you guys to understand something, that there's something called fear.
Right.
Fear. There's something called fear.
Yeah. Definitely.
So when I came here, I came back 2 weeks after being discharged from the hospital.
Right.
And everything was too new. The disappearance of my dad,
Yeah.
the surgery thing, my Christianity background, I have to come back to church, I have to do, there are some of the things that I had to leave. You know, I disappeared from church for almost 6 months.
Wow.
I never wanted to see anything that has to do with church, anything that has to do with prayer.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, why am I still praying? Then there's a time I was even laughing that people were going to church.
I think we're going to
I've been laughing that people are going to church.
Yeah.
People are praying.
Sitting at home.
Sitting at home, I could hear people saying that, people from
Sunday.
ZAOGA, they pray every day.
When they
And I
pray.
was like, if you ask me,
Right.
I was a daughter of elders in ZAOGA. I used to go to church every single day, right? So what happened was that this was the day I was just sitting here at NBT, I was sitting at the gate. So I had friends who used to go to church. They used to go to Christ Centers. So they asked me to come to Christ Centers. And I said, I'm not going to come there. The reason why I'm not going to come there is because I have lost hope. I don't think I'm going to survive again. And at the same time, now, I want you to understand something, guys. I was now having the fear of being betrayed again.
Yeah.
I became toxic now to other people. Especially the male figure.
Of course.
I became very, very toxic.
Yeah.
Like, even if a guy approaches me, even if I'm wrong,
You just saw
I used to be like, you know
World
what?
War III.
Yeah,
I'm
I still
raised.
remember I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I was betrayed by my own dad. He abandoned me.
Yeah.
There's no single day I said sorry to my dad for whatever that is done. So who are you?
Come and
Yeah.
come and take up that
Who
role.
are you?
Be that way.
Like
I
was,
understand.
that's when I developed the behavior of a warrior.
Yeah.
I was now ready to fight. Anything, I was ready to fight.
Wow.
Because I told myself that I'm ready to fight. This should not happen to me again.
Right.
This is the first and last thing that should happen to my life. And I had to develop a gangster behavior that I never knew
Goodness.
where it was
Just knew.
coming from.
Yeah.
But you know what? I understood that was just a cover up of people not to see my pain,
Right.
people not to see my wounds, people not to see what I'm going through. Like, I never wanted people to know who I am.
But people saw that. People
And
see what you're trying to
You know,
do.
so this other Saturday,
Right.
I was sitting at the gate laughing at the saying that we are going to church tomorrow.
Right.
And I was like, going to church? Me going to church. It only took one person
Yeah.
just to come. I still remember.
Uh-huh.
Brother Nature just came and he was like, tomorrow, you said you are from ZAOGA. Tomorrow by 7:30, I'll be at your house. I don't mind to come and wait for you if you are waking up at that time. I'll wait for you. You're going to
My
church.
God.
In my mind, I was like, me going to church. To my mom, I told her that there's no ZAOGA in India. There's nothing like that
Called
here.
ZAOGA.
And I'm just sitting at home.
Anyway.
You know, I had to wake up. I thought he was lying.
But you found him weak.
He came.
You fulfilled his promise.
He came.
Uh-huh.
I went to church.
Right.
Then the first thing that I learned there, I was like, okay, I need to look. I think there was a sermon about patterns. So I had to look about the patterns of my life,
Right.
what happens in my life, all the struggles that I face.
Yeah.
Then that's when I was like, God, you know what? Now I can see that everything that I have to do with my life is not by my own strength. I have to fight for everything. So I now want to know who I am. I now want to know my identity. I need to know why should I fight for everything. Why am I different from others?
Right.
Why is it when
I
others are
feel like
trying something,
all
it
the
just
time.
comes smoothly, and for me,
Yeah.
it's a fight.
Right.
I have to fight for everything. Then that's when I found out that okay, there's something special about me that I never
You don't
discovered.
know.
Without
I
doubt.
didn't knew about that. And that's when I was like, okay, this fear that you have has made you to develop a bad character. You know, I was always ready. I was like, if you pretend, I will pretend. If you smile, I will smile.
what I
And
give.
that's me.
No.
I will give you what you
No,
give
no,
me.
no, no.
So this is a
That was
process
not
of
me.
fear.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So fear is not about being scared, but it just becomes a defense mechanism.
That was very tough. You know, this other day, I was just sitting to people that I call my close friends.
Yeah.
Then I asked them a question. When you are asked to define it, what would you say? They defined what they see. They defined that strong girl that is always ready to fight. That very talkative girl that they always know. That girl, like, I don't know what they defined, but I was like, you know what, God? I told them that, guys, you don't know me.
They describe the shield.
That's
good.
the shield that I put.
Ah.
You don't know me. You need time to know me.
Right.
So from then, I used to tell them that, guys, you know what? Do not ever judge anyone if you don't know her story. Wait for that person to know her story. Because to be honest with you, when I'm in front of people, I laugh.
You smile.
I smile.
Hide that pain. Yeah.
But you never know. There's a time I used to tell people that, you know what? I laugh with you here,
Yeah.
but the moment when I enter into my room, I close that door.
Yeah.
Smile is gone.
The smile is gone. Everything just comes up, and when it comes back, it'll be very strong that I don't even know that. Why should I do it? And now, I was forced to show love to other people, the love that I never got from my
Right.
dad. I was now forced to be there for others when I definitely know that wait, no one was there for me.
But I have a question. How is it you're able to give what you don't have? Like what you didn't get? What is it that you're failing to see that you did not get? You can never get something that you already have.
Exactly.
Okay, so from my story, I got to discover that God had a message in my life that I had to go through whatever I went through so that I'll be able to help others.
That's right.
Because I cannot help anyone without the experience of what I've experienced.
They say experience is the best teacher.
I cannot come to you and tell you that you have to live this
Yeah.
when I don't know the consequences of that thing.
Definitely.
That was now the toughest thing. So, the church thing came up,
Right.
and the position thing came up. Now that I have to lead girls, like there's a lot that has been happening.
Yeah.
Then my question was like, God, why me? Why are you trusting me with this? With these girls? You know that I'm wounded. You know that I'm heartbroken.
Yeah.
You know that I no longer have the heart of loving anyone.
Yeah.
I no longer had that. I no longer cared about anyone.
But
I
it
just
is funny, man. In pain, you're like, God, why me? See me. He promotes you. You still
And then
question
you
him again.
You know, the main reason why I used to question God is
Yeah.
after being a girls leader, I was now facing challenges of dealing with girls who are facing the same challenges.
It's you.
Right.
And now my question was like, okay, I don't think I've healed. This feels fresh. Now I have to go and tell. What am I going to tell this girl?
So it is
What
now,
advice can I give?
it is now me against me.
Exactly.
Looking
That
at
was
yourself
now
in
the point.
someone.
Exactly.
You didn't even know how to help yourself.
Yeah.
Looking at yourself.
And at the same time, I knew that I hadn't forgiven my father. Like, you know, I went to such an extent that I told myself that, you know, you don't exist in my life. I don't have a father. I'm on my own. I still remember this other day, I just texted him. I was in church. I was like, you know what? From today onwards, do not ever mention my name when you're being asked about your kids. I'm not your child. And I could see that I had anger.
Yeah.
The anger that I had.
Yeah.
I had anger. I never forgive myself. I never forgive my dad.
Right.
Then there was this other day, there was someone that was just like, you know what, you just have to forgive your parents.
Yeah.
Even no matter what they do in our lives, they are still our parents. Even the Bible said that we have to obey them.
Honor them.
There's a reward when you do that,
for
right?
doing that, yeah.
So when you don't, no matter what a parent does to you, you still have to honor them.
Exactly.
Because the Bible doesn't say that even if your parent does something to you,
There's no
Honor.
exception.
you still
Yeah.
you still have to honor,
Not
Yeah.
no matter what happens.
Yeah.
So I just texted him, and I was like, you know what, Dad? What happened. I just want to tell you that I have forgiven you. There's nothing that is going to change. You are still my father. I'm still your daughter. So I just want to keep that relationship like that.
Right.
So I want you to know that I have forgiven you. I'm at peace with everything that happened between us. We move on with life. That's it. So he replied, he was like, I've been waiting for those texts, my daughter. I wanted us to talk about this. And I was like, you know what, it is well. It is well. It's part of life. I have moved on.
Right.
From then, that's when I started to have the inner peace in my life. That's when I started to feel alive again.
Right.
Because I was like, okay, guys, I didn't know who I am, to be honest. I was just that person that was just moving around. If the wind
Where
says
the
that you go
wind
south,
blows,
I would
you
just go wherever I was, because I was like, one day or the other, I'm not worth it. I never felt enough. I was like, okay, fine. Even if I'm around others, hearing them talking about their dad, it was like, okay, fine.
My
I
dad
don't have a
left
father.
He's there.
Others are talking about that. Exactly. Others are talking about their fathers. What am I going to share? What am I going to say? You know, it was just something else. And I think one of the most things that affected me the most was when I was still in the hospital. My dad was called. My uncles reached out to my dad. Then he was told that she's now about to enter the theater room for the surgery in Wasai. And my dad was like, okay, I'm going to show up. He never showed up, to be honest. they never show up.
Yeah.
Then the next day, my uncles were like, we just want to see how your father thinks. We just want to test him. Then my uncles were like, you know what?
She didn't make it.
She didn't make it.
I wouldn't.
Then my dad was like, condolences. According to what you were explaining to me, I could feel that she wasn't going to make it. So that's when I developed that anger of,
Oh yeah,
Bitterness.
definitely. Yeah.
how can
Towards
you
him.
wish me, like, how can you wish me dead when I'm still alive?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. And I wasn't even expecting that from a parent.
Definitely.
It's not something that you actually expect from a parent.
Yeah,
So
especially-
you actually lose even hope on yourself, even you never trust anyone. I'm like, why should I trust anyone?
Wow.
My one dad that I trusted the most. He was the love of my life, guys. Like, he was everything.
The love of your life.
Everything. He was everything to me. Then he just betrayed me like that. Then I said, from that day, I don't like, guys. I used to be like, whenever I'm sharing my story, I used to cry. I used to cry. But it reached to a point that I was like, God, you know what? This is me. You have a reason why
She's broken.
she's broken like this.
Right.
You are the one that is going to mend my heart.
Yeah.
You are the one that is going to give me that heart that I used to have.
Definitely.
You know, but then that's when I was like, okay, God, I made a promise. God, I do not want to see any girl that will go through what I went through. And from then, I told myself that as long as I am leading someone, what happened to my life should not happen to someone else.
Let it be a solution.
That's what I told myself. Then I was like, even if it means investing
Yeah.
in a girl's life, let it be.
Wow.
That's when I was like, okay, God, I'm ready for anything that has to do with someone else. I got to a moment where I was like, okay, pain should be for me only.
Wow.
I become so emotional when I see a girl crying or depressed because I'm like, God, why can't you just take that pain and put it? At least I'm used. You know, that's when the word used to pain came in.
Right.
I was like, okay, I'm now used. At least I'm used. I've been through this. Let it be on me. Let it be on me. So that's one of the characters that I developed. That I do not want to see any girl in pain. I don't want any girl to go through whatever I went through. And that's one of the toughest things. It's very tough, guys, to deal with the people that you know that, okay, you come today, you told me that, okay, Midi, this is what is happening in my life. Then now I'm reflecting back. The only mistake that I did was when you come to me with your story. Now that I knew who I am, I knew my identity, I knew why God, why do I have to go through this? The mistake that I was doing was reflecting back to me.
Opening the room.
Instead of now dealing with the situation that is at hand. So I wasn't able to provide solutions, but what I would do was to reflect back, and it hunts me back.
Take it right.
Exactly. So that's one of the mistakes that I was now doing. It's one of the mistakes that most of the girls we do.
Yeah.
You would think that you have healed. I just remember I was like, it's, the month of October and November for me, it's just something else. I was even laughing when you guys invited me to this podcast today. Today's the 16th of November, right? I got my surgery today. It was the same day. This was the same day. And tomorrow is my mom's birthday. So for her, she was like, God, what's there to celebrate when I'm losing my own child?
Yeah.
From there, my mom doesn't celebrate her birthday. She doesn't. Still today. It's only yesterday I was telling her that, you know what, this year you should celebrate your birthday. Celebrate your birthday. You cannot celebrate your birthday because there's something that happened and what's on. I think the most thing that happened today was like, God, if I lose my child the day before my birthday, what are you trying to show me?
What is the message?
When I got to understand that this wasn't ordinary, it's when I got to understand the pattern of my background, of my family, the history of my family. That's when I found out that in my family there was a trend of, if we are a family, maybe we are siblings, the three of us, when you grow up, you became successful, maybe you're here in India, you never go back to school. and there will be no one will be having your contacts. So we just disappear. We just scatter like that.
Alright.
That's one of the things that is in my family.
It was a pattern.
So I was like, okay, fine. This is a pattern in my family. We are only 3. I'm the only girl. And I was not worried why my mom most of the time she's like, when I am no longer on this earth, can you be a shield to your brothers? Now I was asking myself, why me? I'm the second born. There's a first born in the family.
In front of me.
Then I have to be the shield of 2 boys.
The responsibility.
When it's supposed to be the other way around.
And I'm the one that is going through all these pains.
Why you?
Why me? But we are 3 of us.
I'm number 2.
And after me being operated,
God.
the little boy got hit by a car and he got, exactly. And he had his legs broken, both of them. And I was still in hospital. My mom didn't even know what to do.
Yeah.
So guys, I just want you to understand something. I believe that I wasn't supposed to be alive by this time. But there's something that I did during the time. I think I've mentioned that I used to climb mountains.
Yeah.
There's a time when I used to climb mountains alone.
Okay.
I used to go and sleep in the mountains and come back the other day. So the only prayer that I made was, God, I'm banking my prayers. I'm banking these prayers because I want you, when I'm weak, to strengthen me with them. That's how I was able to bounce back. That's how everything happened. Because now, where do you get the strength to say, okay, fine, anything that is going to happen, it's fine.
Yeah.
We continue.
Right.
So,
And I'm just coming back like nothing happened. Here's me deleting girls.
you are in front of girls, then you'll be
You're
smiling
preaching
and they'll be
Jesus.
like, okay, fine.
They don't even know.
They don't. So I have noticed that most of the people,
Yeah.
they don't know me.
Yeah.
They don't know. They only know. They have read the shield that I put on. They only know the book or the cover that I covered myself.
That
in,
you only
that
know
they
is the
actually
Bible,
know.
but then what is
Then I was
inside
like,
you don't know.
I just remember this other day. I was like, guys, if I reveal my life to you, you ask yourself questions or you run away. You ask yourself, like, why did she have to go through all these things? Why did she have to? So you find out that I'm alive, yes, but me being alive,
Right.
it was by God's grace. I won't lie.
And I have a question. That in everything, you spoke about banking prayer.
Yeah.
You spoke about identity crisis, knowing who you are. And you spoke about your relationships with friends,
Yeah.
people around you, change of environment. But in everything, I won't ask you who are you, but how do you define life now?
Yeah.
Sitting here, not looking back, but what is the plan ahead? What is it? What is left to me then?
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I can say that life for me is just like a wheel.
Life is a
Each
training
one,
wheel.
yeah.
Okay.
You cannot predict what's going to come tomorrow, but you just have to prepare yourself for whatever that is coming tomorrow.
Okay.
You should always have an expectation. Do not have a good expectation of life
Right.
because it can just throw anything to you
Alright.
at any time.
So you should be ready.
So you should be ready for both situations.
Yeah.
You might plan something,
Alright.
but it might not work
Yeah.
the way that you are expecting to work. So that's life for me.
Right.
Because you find out that I had plans, I
Yeah.
had dreams,
Yeah.
right? But some of them, I wasn't even supposed to be doing engineering. I was supposed to have gone for medicine.
My God.
But because I had to run away, from Zimbabwe because I have things that I thought, to be honest with you guys, it's only now that I noticed it. I thought I was running away from death
Right.
from South Africa.
But
Running
you're
away.
chasing death to eat.
But now I can see that I'm chasing him.
You came chasing death.
That's
my
not the
God.
problem.
Yeah.
Then the other thing that I noticed that when I go to India, that's when I started to be able to identify who I am. That's when I started to see the true identity of who I am.
Okay.
Back home, I was like, okay, fine, I still have my mom. Yeah, the idea of coming to India is just an idea of what?
Going
of
up
running
road.
away.
Right.
And running away from the people who want to kill us. That was the main idea.
We've heard her touching story, and And I just want you to understand that we all go through, a series of challenges in our lives. And whatever that you go through, she said you should be expectant of anything that can happen in your life. Don't expect life to be rosy and all good, because one thing that the Bible says is, in everything that happens, give thanks. And also, just know that in everything that happens, it works for good for those who love the Lord and those who have been called according to His purpose. So if you are going through whatever series of challenges, just know that you are chosen and you have been assigned for an amazing task by the Lord.